I think what inspires me to get out of bed each morning is a desire to help people to feel safe enough to take risks, to follow their passions, while at the same time becoming curious and respectful and supportive of other people who are following their passions. I just have this general sense of anything is possible. And when I have that sense of anything is possible, it's like I want to just impart that to other people. And I think we're living in a world where people are often feeling really afraid. They're afraid of the pace of change. They're afraid of the pace of technological change and all this crazy new stuff that's happening with social media and just how rapidly it's happening. They're feeling out of touch. And that, I guess, kind of connects to one of the things that I love to do, which is helping people learn about these new technologies and how that can help their business, how they can kind of create community around their business, around their organization, or how they can use these social media tools to increase their connections with other people and the way they learn with other people. So there's something about that sense of anything is possible that to me is one of the most exciting things, and I deeply believe it's true. When I'm doing a workshop, whether it's a training workshop on social media or it's personal development or organizational development and helping people to become teams, I think the thing that I bring to a group is a sense of engagement. We're in a time right now where, frankly, information is dead. And I mean that in both a literal sense, it's just words, but also it's abundant. It's out there everywhere. You can get it for free. And what makes it come alive is people and opportunities to come together and to connect, to embody that information, to play with that information, to practice it. So when I do a workshop, one of the most important things to me, and thus the name Spark Guy, is creating engagement and using interactive ways for people to take the content, whether it's content that I've been given and told to kind of spark the content, or it's content that I'm coming and delivering, make it really tangible and give people opportunity to actually play around with it and practice and feel safe. Again, it's that safety. A lot of us feel afraid to let down our guard. We're all trying to be cool. We're all trying to protect ourselves from each other. But when we can get to a place where we feel safe, then we can get to a place where we're starting to connect, where we're starting to truly learn, where we can be authentic, where we can be truly creative, where we can share the insights that we're coming up with rather than this top-down model of information just being dumped on someone and someone's the expert. We come together kind of like a flock of birds and we realize that it's this energy and this synergy of collaboration. That energy enables people to learn truly and to be respected in the process, that we're all important and we're all on kind of a horizontal level learning together. You know, I like to help people connect in a number of ways, whether it's kind of the online connecting, whether it's connecting to each other, connecting to information. If you're not connecting, then, I mean, to say the obvious, you're disconnected. You're not really present. You're not starting with your heart. You're starting maybe up in your head. You're in this kind of rehearsed world. You're presenting an image. So when you truly connect, you feel supported. So I don't know, that's a really interesting question about what's important. I would assume we all have a deep need to connect. We all feel somewhat alone. A lot of people don't like to admit that fact, but we do feel alone. And when we connect together, we're not so alone. We feel supported. We can all help each other out way more than we think we can because we all know so many different areas. That's one of the great things about Biznic, is that you're bringing together people that are experts from a whole number of different fields who are offering value to each other and connecting in that way. I hope I answered your question. I tend to be the person who is sort of making a fool of themselves, like I probably am now. I tend to be the person who's, I'm comfortable being transparent and vulnerable in front of a group. And by doing that and sort of modeling that, other people then go, oh, it's okay to make mistakes. There's this wonderful thing called the failure bow. It's basically what clowns do in a circus. When they make a mistake, instead of cringing in their body and their mind and their spirit and being embarrassed, they actually open up and they say, "Thank you very much," and they kind of go out to the crowd. That's a wonderful lesson I actually learned from an improv artist, Matt Smith. Speaking of improv, that's another way, a specific example. The world of improvisation, I would say, is a world that I'm really passionate about, and the toolkit that I draw from are the improv principles, improv games. For example, one of the improv principles is yes and. So when you're working with people and you're working together, you often kind of get this left brain thinking of people, yeah, but, or no, that's a dumb idea. But what happens when you come together and you actually affirm somebody's idea and you say yes, and the and part of that is you're actually building on their idea, something starts to grow and evolve. It's amazing what happens, whether it's in a business or in your own personal life. The yes and principle is amazing. So, and I've seen it work all over the place. It works on an improv stage. It creates a whole scene. If someone comes on and says, "Hey, Dad," and you go, "I didn't want to be Dad," it just kills the scene right there. But the yes and makes things grow.